Miss Nagi. Her aura's doing the most fascinating dance I've ever seen. Like watching the aurora borealis, pretending it's a string of Christmas lights. The way she's looking at that scruffy ganger girl that she electrocuted. Rufus says it reminds him of the time he found a mouse he liked too much to catch. I'm not entirely sure that's the same thing, but then again, matters of the heart do tend to make predators of us all, don't they? Rufus is worried about her. Says her spirit tastes like storm clouds. All that potential energy with nowhere to go. Should we say something? No, probably not. Not yet. Though perhaps, yes, I think I'll make sure to have some of my special calming tea ready later. The one with the blue flowers that aren't entirely from this plane of existence. Just in case.
Need to get Terra neutralized and hidden ASAP. I know just the thing. We used to call it the Easter egg back in the Wildcats. Was devised specifically for no-kill, low-casualty missions. Take a hogtied target, wire them up with a nice surprise, gas grenade usually, then leave them somewhere they'll definitely be found. The second someone tries to move them, poof! More pieces taken off the board. So the first order of business is tying her up. So, this is gonna sound creepy, but I have a bunch of zip ties that I use to secure enemies. Yeah, that's it. No other, less creepy reason. Unfortunately, nope, no other reason. Believe me, if I had a workable alternate excuse, or even lie, as to why I have literally 50 zip ties in various pockets on my person, I would gladly use it. Okay? And then, for the booby trap, well, I'm going to be using a gas grenade that's filled with, gamma scopolamine, a chemical that, well, neurotoxic agent, actually. Or, no, it's like more of a chemical weapon, really. Or weaponized chemical. They're a different thing. It's a subtle difference. Am I remembering that it was maybe banned somewhere at some time? Anyway, I have some of that. That I use? Have sometimes used? On people? Real ones. Whose terrified, drugged faces and horrific screams I may or may not relive when I close my eyes at night. So, in conclusion, ultimately it's harmless. Moving on, we tie up Terra, booby trap is set, just need to find a place to hide her. The World War II era footlocker is Harriet's idea. Smart, cramped enough to limit movement, sturdy enough to muffle sound. The Heyoka doesn't notice me make Tara more comfortable in the tight space. Rufus, well, if he did notice, he's pretending he didn't.
Through the smoke. Keep moving. Sal? Nothing. Just more smoke, more silence. That fragging elf better be alive. Focus. Move. That was then. This is now. Different smoke, different silence. Sal? Come on, buddy. You 5x5? Been doing this too long. Lost too many good people to smoke and silence. Wait, was that? A cough. Beautiful, wonderful, alive-sounding coughing. And that voice.
You know, in corporate tactical training, they never mention just how much smoke grenades actually, smoke. Yeah. Okay.
Frag. I'm gonna kill him myself.
The dead don't need good gear. And our red-hot nuke friend here is very, very dead. And look, he packed quite a heavy tool bag for himself. Exciting. The C5's professional grade. Someone's bankrolling these jokers. But it's this weird comm device that's the real prize. I'm pretty sure I know what that's for, but I'm going to need a professional's opinion on the matter. Any ideas, my friend?
Signal repeater. Military grade. Encryption that'd make a corp decker weep. But the buffer, that's the real prize. Voice patterns still cached. Security protocols still authenticated. With the right tweaks. Yeah. Give me 5 minutes with this, and we'll own their comms, their whole tactical network if we're lucky. Already seeing multiple channels, tactical overlays, position data. These nukes aren't playing around. This is a full mil-spec command and control setup.
Making one person invisible is like wrapping them in a nice, cozy blanket of "don't look here." Quite straightforward, really. But 2 people? Oh my. That's more like trying to knit a sweater while wearing roller skates. On a boat, during a storm. The spell keeps trying to snap back to just one person, you see. Like a rubber band with opinions. And don't even get me started on what happens if the 2 people aren't moving in sync. It's like trying to herd cats through astral space, which, coincidentally, I've actually done. Much easier than this, if you can believe it. Still, the invisibility's holding nicely, if I do say so myself. Though maintaining it on 2 people while ascending stairs is rather like trying to juggle cats. Theoretically possible, but practically challenging. Still, needs must when the shadows drive.
I hand the Heyoka 3 stim patches. Can't have our mage burning out before the finale. The suppressor slides onto my rifle with a satisfying click. Familiar weight. Familiar routine. Different city. Different job. Same dance. The cram hits my system. Back in the cats, we called it mission insurance. These days I tell myself it's just tactical preparation. Better living through combat chemistry. Stay sharp. Stay focused. Don't think about Tara. Don't think about why your hands wanted to shake before the cram kicked in. Quick mission check. Weapons clean. Armor sealed. Biomonitor showing green across the board. Everything by the book. Just like training. Just like every other time. Just like... No. Not like Aslan. That was different. Different mission. Different complications. Different result this time. I won't accept anything less. I'm not taking the cram because I'm scared. I'm taking it because I'm professional. Keep telling yourself that, soldier.
Yes, Rufus. 4,000 new yen buys quite a lot of that fancy feline soy feast from the stuffer shack. Though I suppose we should probably spend at least some of it on a proper rainproof tarp for our spot behind the old clinic. The current one does make such dreadful noises in the wind. Rufus gives me that look, the one that says he thinks I'm avoiding the real subject. Clever cat. Always knows. Oh, fine. Yes, I know we should probably be moving on after this. That's what Shadowrunners do, isn't it? Complete the job, collect the new yen, fade into the night. Very dramatic. Very proper. But I must say, they're an interesting bunch, aren't they? Our Ms. Nahi, with her storm cloud spirit. That nice Mr. Chuck, who pretends he doesn't like cats, but who has Slim Jims in his pocket. And Mr. Sal, with his aura that sparkles like broken glass in sunshine. Yes, I know. Don't get attached. But you have to admit, dear, it's refreshing to work with people who don't immediately assume we're completely crazy. Well, not completely. No, I haven't forgotten about the tarp or your fancy feast. But perhaps we could keep an eye on them? Just for a little while? The astral currents around them are really quite fascinating.
Bleeding edge voice modulator. Neural sync calibration. Just like those corporate infiltration drills, minus the uncomfortable suit and fake smile. I transmit the dead dwarf's voice rolling off my tongue like it's my own.
Just a critter. I need more time to finish up down here. Delay by 15 minutes.
The response comes fast. Too fast.
We're moving on the prize. Stand by.
Something's wrong. Their tones shifted. More urgent. More focused. I press again, letting just the right amount of frustration seep into the dwarf's voice.
Delay! Need more time! Negative. Moving to engage now.
A pause, then the kind of words that make my corporate-trained spine go cold.
If you don't hear from us in 10 minutes, push the button.
In corporate negotiations, there's something we call a terminal indicator. The moment you know a deal's gone sideways. This is that moment. Still, standard play after a terminal indicator is proceed as planned, but just stay really open to improvising when the opportunity arises. And I would have to say the data chip I found slotted in the dead nuke's jack definitely feels like a great prop to start up an improv riff, right?
I slot the data chip. Whoa, hot damn. Full schematics of the palace. Every floor, every room, wait, this ain't just some smash and grab plan by a bunch of solvents huffing hacks. The schematics mark that treasury special. Extra power, extra security, extra everything. Whatever they're after up there, it's important enough that someone mapped this whole place just to get to it. My fingers are flying over the signal booster controls, resetting frequencies, boosting power. Come on. There. Connection's solid. Sending the map data to Nagi and Harriet now, followed by a quick message warning them about the inbound red-hot nukes heading for the treasury.
We get Chuck's message. Or at least, I do. Not sure if the Heyoka has her comm on right now. Or, even has a comm. Anyway, charges in the Foundation, nukes headed our way, potential ticking clock situation. And now we're hearing a firefight upstairs. None of that really changes our next objective, though. Well, Heyoka, sounds like the party's started. You ready?
Yes. That 4,000 new yen isn't going to make itself, right?
Right. Again, I am surprised by but fragging. Loving the intensity, Harriet.
Thank you, dear.
Let's go. The map Chuck and Sal sent up is helpful, and will probably come up huge more than once tonight. We head up to the treasury level. There's a service door. The map says it opens up into a larger space. Would be good to know what's just beyond there. I send the Heyoka through for an astral recon.
Oh my. But doesn't astral space get interesting when things go sideways? The whole building's practically humming with violence resonance now. It was originally just a byproduct of the music, the dancing, the drugs, the celebration in general. But now, fights are breaking out everywhere. I can feel it. Still, nothing like what's after the door. Those poor Hartsworn. Shot up, their auras already fading like watercolors in the rain. Rufus is absolutely bristling. He always gets tetchy around fresh death. The treasury itself, though, now that's a light show. There's no one else, but there's fighting going on in the other part of the level. We can at least open the door now.
Ready to breach the treasury. Deep breath. That familiar calm settling in. The one they drilled into us in the cats. Time gets weird in moments like this. Stretches out. Double that with the cram. Gives you space to think about all the ways this could go wrong. All the ways it could go right. Ready. And 3. Check position. Check grip. Listen for movement beyond. Just like training. Just like 100 other breaches in 100 other places. 2. Harriet's ready. Can feel her magic humming in the air like static before a storm. Rufus has got that look. Like he knows something we don't. After what I've seen since yesterday, I've learned to trust that look. 1. No matter how many times you do this, there's always that split second where you start spiraling out into all the choices you made to get to this point, standing ready to breach. But in the end, all there is to rely on is whatever comes next. All you can do is go.